Hello students, in today's class we are going to learn 7th standard history lesson number 1 that is sources of history. So students इसमें हम पढ़ने वाले हैं इसका क्वेश्चन आंसर वीडियो मैंने एक्सप्लेन कर दिया है। अगर आपने वो वीडियो नहीं देखा होगा तो इस वीडियो के नीचे डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में और कमेंट सेक्शन में आपको लिंक मिल जाएगा, तो आप वहाँ से जाके वीडियो देख लेना अच्छे से, तो आपको अच्छे समझ में आएगा। देखिए जो आपको दिख रहा है क्वेश्चन, ये सारे आपके बुक के हैं और यहाँ पर मैंने सबका आंसर दिया हुआ है। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ कंप्लीट द नेम्स ऑफ द फॉलोइंग सोर्सेज ऑफ हिस्ट्री। तो यहाँ पे देखिए सबका नाम पूरा मैंने इस तरीके से पूरा किया है, तो आप देख सकते हो। लेजेंड, तारीख, बखर, पौडा, इंस्क्रिप्शन, मॉन्यूमेंट्स, ये सारे। सेकंड क्वेश्चन इज लेट्स राइट व्हाट डू मॉन्यूमेंट्स इंक्लूड। सो मॉन्यूमेंट्स इंक्लूड समाधीज, ग्रेव्स, वीरगाला एंड बिल्डिंग्स इंक्लूड पैलेसेस, मिनिस्टेरियल mansions, queen's quarters like रानीवासा एंड ऑल्सो हाउसेस ऑफ कॉमन पीपल, ये सब आता है मॉन्यूमेंट्स में। व्हाट इज़ अ तारीख? तारीख मीन्स द सीक्वेंस ऑफ इवेंट्स, इवेंट्स को सीक्वेंस में रखना। What qualities of the author are important in the writing of history? The author's impartiality and neutrality are very important in history. हिस्ट्री लिखने के लिए पूरी तरीके से न्यूट्रलिटी और इम्पार्शियलिटी करना होता है। फाइंड द ऑड मैन आउट। मटीरियल सोर्सेज, रिटर्न सोर्सेज, अनरिटर्न सोर्सेज, ओरल सोर्सेज। तुम्हें पता है मटीरियल सोर्सेज होता है, रिटर्न सोर्सेज होता है और ओरल सोर्सेज होता है। अनरिटर्न जैसा कुछ भी नहीं होता, तो यहाँ पे ऑड मैन आउट क्या है? अनरिटर्न। नाउ नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज मॉन्यूमेंट्स, क्वाइंस, केव, स्कल्पचर्स एंड स्टोरीज। सो स्टोरीज ऑब्वियसली। नाउ भुर्जपत्रास, टेम्पल्स, treatises, पेंटिंग्स। सो टेम्पल्स। Ovi's, tarikhs, folk tales, myths. So tarikhs. Now fourth question is explain the following concepts. Material sources को आपको explain करना है। Material sources comprise of different objects, different places and their ruins. These sources provide insights about the period to which they belong. They tell us a lot about the following social aspect of the past. First one is the development of architecture during that period. First point is the economic conditions of that time, the quality of art during that time, style of the building construction and people's standard of living in that particular period. Following are a few examples of material sources. So memorials, forts, copper plates, coins, inscriptions, cave sculptures, building and monuments. Now point B, objects like weapons, utensils, ornaments, clothes, decorative articles, toys, implements, musical instruments tells us about the day-to-day lives of the people in that period. Point number C, places like chaityas, viharas, temples, churches, mosques and maqbaras and gurdwaras tell us about the religious beliefs of the people in that period. अब आपको रिटर्न सोर्सेज के बारे में लिखना है। तो पॉइंट नंबर 1, रिटर्न सोर्सेज ऑफ लिटरेचर विच हेल्प अस टू अंडरस्टैंड द हिस्ट्री ऑफ डिफरेंट पीरियड आर कॉल्ड एज रिटर्न सोर्सेज ऑफ हिस्ट्री। पॉइंट नंबर 2, आफ्टर मैन लर्न द आर्ट ऑफ राइटिंग ही स्टार्टेड डॉक्यूमेंटिंग डिफरेंट एस्पेक्ट्स ऑफ हिज लाइफ बाय मेंटेनिंग रिटर्न रिकॉर्ड्स यूजिंग द आर्ट ऑफ राइटिंग। Now third point is today the narrate the history of their respective periods. Fourth one is written sources help us learn about significant historical events during the medieval period. Now fifth point is आप 5 पॉइंट भी लिख सकते हो, इनफ है, बट अगर आपको ज़्यादा मार्क्स के लिए है तो आप इसमें और भी ऐड कर सकते हो। These documentations were done using scripts like देवनागरी, अरेबिक, पर्शियन, मोदी etc. Point number 6, through these documents we can gather information about the following aspects of the past, namely the people's lives, food items, attire, festivals, culture and social conditions, linguistic transactions, conventions and rules of conduct of the people, policies and administrative system of the rulers, the diplomatic relations between different rulers, contemporary political happenings etc. Now seventh point is examples of written sources are treatise and biographies, chronicles like Bakhar and Tariq or Tawarikh's documents of proceeding in the courts, Bhurjapatras, judicial verdicts, orders, edicts, decrees and religious manuscripts. Now third, oral sources. Oral sources. First point is the various forms of literature like OVs, folk songs, folk tales, legends, etc., which are traditionally passed on from one generation to the other by the word of mouth are called as oral sources of history. Just इसमें बता के verbally बता के सारी चीज़ें होती हैं, वो होता है oral sources. Point number 2, oral sources reveal various aspects of people's lives. Third point is they help us understand various historical events, the policies and administrations of various rulers, and the diplomatic relations between them. They also throw light on the religious coordination, financial transactions, economic conditions, and technological advancement of that period. Now, fifth question is it is necessary to evaluate sources of history. Give your opinion. So आपको अपना ओपिनियन देना है तो ऐसे आप लिख सकते हो. Yes, it is important to evaluate the sources of history. Point number 2, any sources of information cannot be termed authentic just because it is old. Third point is sources of history have to be genuine and their quality and authenticity have to be determined as per the internal standards. Point number 4, the sources have to be subjected to critical analysis. Point number 5, writers also play a major role in evaluating the sources of history. The reliability of their accounts has to be evaluated based on multiple parameters, namely their integrity, their personal interest, the period in which they lived, the political pressure on them, the nature of their account. So that is है इस तरीके से. Whether their accounts are based on hearsay or provide any eyewitness account, and the use of exaggeration, metaphors and other literary devices. It has to be proper analyzed as their account may be one-sided, contradictory or exaggerated. Okay, और यहाँ पे आएगा, यहाँ पे इधर. Write why in your words. A stone inscription is considered to be an authentic source of history. So, point number 1, an inscription refers to the carving on a stone, a wall, etc. Few examples of such are inscription found in the Brihadishwara temple. Brihadishwara temple in Tanjavur, inscriptions from the period of Chalukya, Rashtrakuta, Chola and Yadav kings. Now point number 2, inscriptions are a type of material sources. Third point is inscriptions provide authentic information about individual, society, place and time which are considered as vital factors from the point of view of history. Now last point is through inscriptions we also get information about the various features like language, script and the social life of the past period. Such data can be considered to be authentic. Hence, a stone inscription is considered to be an authentic source of history. Question number 2. Oral sources reveal various aspects of people's lives. The various forms of literature like OVs, folk songs, folk tales, legends, etc., which are traditionally passed on from one generation to the other by the word of the mouth, are called as oral sources. ओरल सोर्सेज ऑफ हिस्ट्री. ओके, बाय यहाँ पे अलग आएगा और द अलग आएगा. ये they also help us understand various historical events, the policies and administrations of various rulers and the diplomatic relations between them. They throw light on the religious coordination, financial transaction, economic conditions and technological advancement of that period. Thus, we can say that oral sources reveal various aspects of the people's lives. ओके, सो यहाँ पे हमारा ये क्वेश्चन ख़त्म होता है. कोई भी डाउट है तो कमेंट सेक्शन में ज़रूर पूछ सकते हैं आप. तो हमने यहाँ पे पूरा क्वेश्चन देख लिया यहाँ पे. राइट वाई इन योर वर्ड्स। तो ये दोनों क्वेश्चन हमने देखा। ओके, कोई भी डाउट हो तो कमेंट सेक्शन में आप ज़रूर पूछ लीजिए। पसंद आए तो आपसे इस वीडियो को लाइक कीजिए, सब्सक्राइब करिए और अपने फ्रेंड को भी शेयर कीजिए।